Alright, now to find a place to grind. Never thought I'd have to. I never thought I'd have to find somewhere to level build.
And you get to do it in the sewers.
Oh boy.
Lucky you.
That has to be the worst. It's like you just want to get these damn things over with, but no. I gotta spend more time down here.
Oh hey Nick.
Oh hey Mike.
You ever watch any of the car reviews? Atop the fourth wall?
I think I saw one where he did like an X-Men game or something.
Yeah, the one with Spoonie where he did Wolverine.
Yeah.
Adamantium's Rage.
Yeah.
He did a he just did a new comic book and put it up. It's a Vanilla Ice comic book.
Oh, that's good.
And it's like a bio comic. Like it's supposed to explain like how he grew up and stuff.
What?
I'm not making this shit up, man.
The only thing I remember about Vanilla Ice, the last thing I saw was he was on the show about like, you know, one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
And how people see the song today. And he was on there and everybody was saying like their one-hit wonder songs, like they can't stand them anymore because they sung them so much.
Right.
And he was like, I still think it's great. You know, I made enough money to, you know, support my wife and kids with it. So that's the last.
Got hung out of a balcony by Suge Knight. I hope that song was worth it.
Collaborate and listen.
It even went like so far in that comic to talk about how he was in like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the second movie and stuff.
Wow. He was in that?
Yeah, remember he did the ninja rap at the end in the club?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that was his whiteness.
His whiteness. So now I gotta go back into the first part of the maze to grind.
And then the comic ended right before Cool as Ice came out, which is like one of the funniest reviews I've ever seen the Nostalgia Critic do. Because that movie is terrible. Well, I mean, you know, it's a Vanilla Ice movie. What do you...
Yeah, well, you know. Look at it. Okay, I just went through two four-ways sections in a row and no random battles. Now when I want random battles...
You can't find them?
Yeah. Finally. I'm asking you guys to piss me off now, and you're not. And you're pissing me off by doing it.
By not doing it?
Yeah. Oh, did you see that there's a fundraiser so that to bring the lost levels of Cheetah Men to NES?
Yeah, I think Nerd had that up or whatever. Some company's trying to release like cheap ports of it or something.
Yeah. I bet you he'll do a review on it.
What?
When it comes out.
It's the same game.
Well, no, I mean the with the extra levels involved included.
Oh well, he did.
Aren't they making? Is it just an update?
No, it's just they're making a public release of it, like because it never got actually released. So they're trying to make third-party cartridges of it so they could actually release the game for people to buy.
Yeah.
But the nerd already reviewed the extra stages. Remember in the glitches one, he said the only way you can beat the part where it glitches is that it magically glitches you to the last stage.
Yeah.
So he already covered the missing stages.
Alright.
That's all it is. I mean, they're actually releasing it in its original form.
So it's gonna make.
So that means in order for you to beat it, you gotta get the glitch. They're not gonna fix it or nothing. They're just gonna re-release it.
Which is gonna make the original copies even more rare and valuable.
Wonder if that'll make it more expensive than Nintendo World Championship. It's already like a $25,000 to $50,000 game.
More than a year's salary for most people.
I know, right? And that's like, you would have to not get taxed to be able to buy that game. If you got it for $24,000, $25,000. Think of all the stuff you can do with that money instead of buying one Nintendo game.
Hell, we don't even want them raising it any higher than $50 for a game anyway. Remember when we heard about I heard about N64. That was the first time I heard about overpriced games. Was like $60 to $90 for an N64 card.
Yeah, StarCraft 64 was pretty expensive. It was really hard to find.
Yeah.
Alright, Metroid's starting to piss me off a little bit. I might switch up.
Okay, so this isn't even so much grinding anymore. It's just waiting for my PE meter to go up, because it only goes up in battles. And I have one enemy here, so I'm just running around waiting for it to go up to max. Yeah. People are really gonna enjoy this. The snake is just running around in circles because I keep running around in circles and he's trying to follow me.
I can play Ninja Gaiden and we can Ninja Gaiden and see who swears more by the end of the night.
Well, you gonna count all the fucks and the shits?
Only when I get to stage 6 too. I'll need Kevin Finn to come teach me how to play it.
Although, you know, everything you said about the game was really accurate.
Yeah, I know. You can't stop. It's the Super Star Wars game was like that too. If you stopped to shoot shit, you were worse off than if you just plowed your way through it.
Yeah. But I was always, I mean, I had that game down to a T, but I mean, you know, I just know when enemies are gonna appear, when they're supposed to be there, and when they're not. Just because I played it so much.
Yeah, I know. But it's not like it's all that hard to remember, because if you just kill the guy and he's off the screen, then he's back.
Yeah. Man. How grinding takes me back.
Nothing was ever more boring than grinding in Final Fantasy 1.
Nah, yeah, true.
I was bored. So many times because I had to grind in it. And it was just so boring.
The closest I would say that to any game comes to that, like, more modern, it would be Sonic Frontier.
Yeah, you told me many times.
Hey, most of the game is grinding. Okay, so the PE meter is like 75% full, and it took that long.
I can play Earthworm Jim and cuss for a few hours too.
I actually never really played much of those.
They were pretty hard for as goofy as they looked and like as sports kids you thought they'd be. Those games would break it off.
This snake isn't even attacking anymore, it's just moving around.
Like, get back here, bitch.
You know, by the time Aya really gets out of here, she's gonna be like, just, you know, the swamp air. It's just gonna be she's been marooned on an island. It's like, you ever wonder, like, what characters would really look like if they went through some of the shit they really went through?
Yeah, right.
Okay, it's getting there, but I'm also having to heal, so...
Alright, because of all my Star Wars talk, I'm gonna work on Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. All that fun. Huge Star Wars fan. Any chance I get to play a Star Wars game is always a good thing, but these games are unforgivable. I mean, absolutely unforgivable.
Yeah, he's a Star Wars fan. I like Battlefront, and like I think it was like Jedi Academy that you got me into. But
it wasn't Jedi Academy because I just told you I hated that game.
Well, I just like the multiplayer in it. That was fun.
No, we were playing Outcast. It was Outcast.
Outcast? Oh.
Yeah.
But
we were playing the multiplayer on that one day, and you were running around with Lando Calrissian with a lightsaber.
Yeah, wasn't I spamming something?
Probably. That sounds like something you would do.
Yeah, like the force push or something like that? I don't even remember.
On Hoth, and we're running around with a lightsaber, folks. Because I totally remember Luke Skywalker in the beginning of Empire Strikes Back running around with a lightsaber, slashing the fuck out of stuff.
Just as much as you remember him in the sewers of Chinatown, running around the snake, waiting for his PE meter to come back up.
He had the Force, man. There's the PE meter with the Force. Alright, well, which is basically one really long life bar because it doesn't collect life, and if it dies, it's dead. However, there is a little secret in the beginning of this game that gives you a few extra lives. So if you're willing to be patient enough to do it, for every 4 lives that you get in the secret, you give up 1 to start the secret over again because you have to die, and you can get 99 continues game. But you have to be patient enough to do it. I would suggest it because this game is not very friendly, so any chance you can get to one-up it is very good.
Any chance you get to one-up any game is usually very good.
Yeah, you know, as long as you're not using codes, I guess.
Yeah.
I have a problem with codes. Like, I feel like you should be able to do it on your own in the game.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
As long as you're using the game's resources to your advantage, then it's not cheating. It's just the way the game's programmed.
And even if the game glitches on you for and works to your benefit, that counts too.
But you got to do it on your own.
Oh yeah.
That's the rule.
Yeah. I never cheat unless I've played the game like 50 million times, and it doesn't matter at that point.
No, I used to time trial myself in Symphony of the Night.
Mm-hmm.
I would start a game and I would, do the Richter part and go F, and then he would take your stuff, and I would go to the first save point and save it. And then I would input a Game Shark code to give myself the Chrisengrim and two Ring of Vardas, like right off the start.
Yeah.
And I would see how long it took from that point to get all the way through both castles. You can do it in about like 4 hours with that sword in both of those ways. It does not take up shit all to get through all that when you have two Ring of Vardas and a Chrisengrim.
Does it how long doesn't it usually take about like 6-7 hours to beat the game?
Yeah, I mean, if you're just going like for a straight run through, it takes much less. But for me to get about 195% or better in one straight run through before I fight Dracula, usually takes me anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. It's probably quicker than that even, but I always get hung up on trying to get Chrisengrim and Ring of Vardas and stuff like that. Sitting there waiting for that shit to drop can be a pain in the ass sometimes.
I remember the guy who drops the Ring of Varda, the skeleton.
The big skeleton douchebag.
Oh, well, the moves suck too, but at least they were easy, because what I always did was I just fought the first move that you fight, you could just keep zoning.
The one that is, but you know what the problem with that is I'd always zone out on it.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know it dropped, and then you're like, oh, son of a bitch, that was it.
It's the selfie finger. The end.
You get so betrayed by it.
Yeah.
And then the other one that was really hard to get is the rune sword and the brooch. Because that only drops by the dodo, and there's only one dodo in the whole game.
Oh, in the beginning of the inverted castle?
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised I know some of that shit. I know you're like the memory master with that stuff, but me, I know a couple of things, but I don't know where everything is.
And then, like, I never even used the rune sword. I just got it for completion.
Wow.
Just like to say I had it.
Now guys aren't even spawning over here. In the maze. It's just like, it's dead.
Can you even fight the boss?
Oh yeah, I can go fight the boss. I'm just trying to get medicines so that way I have extra healing.
Gotcha.
Because this thing attacks so fast.
There's another Star Wars game that I used to play all the time on N64. The racing game.
Oh, Pod Racer or something?
Yeah, that game was really fun. The last couple stages were really hard in it. I remember having to really put some serious practice in
that. Okay, they're both poisoned. But you know what the problem is? I'm having to use the energy shot and use up the PE meter. So now that one enemy's on the screen, I gotta dodge it and just wait for this thing to come up again. I'm almost not even concerned about level building.
Do you have to level build that much in that game?
No, not really. Not that I remember.
What, Now, you said in Xenogear, or in, Saga Frontier you had to grind a lot. Was that to level build, or just for money?
Just the level build. There's actually one, character's quest that literally, as soon as the story stops and you start to get to explore, the first thing you do is buy whatever gear you possibly can and level build, grind. That's it. That's the whole story, and then you go to the end boss. Yeah.
Well, I'm up to 20 lives. I guess I'm grinding too.
I guess I could stop anyway. I mean, none of these guys are really giving me... the only reason I'm doing this is for medicines. To get items, and they're not even dropping any. They're just dropping ammo.
Yeah, well, unless you're gonna edit all this out, this is kind of...
What?
I said, unless you end up editing all this out, that's just gonna be boring to watch anyways.
Yeah.
Although if you edit it out, now nobody's gonna know what the hell happened, because I was playing Metro. Yeah, so I'm swinging my lightsaber around.
When did Samus get a lightsaber?
Yeah, right. Special edition.
There's a special armor that she gets like Mega Man.
No, I mean, they're basically the same character. Like, Mega Man and Samus could have a kid. Be Mega Samus.
I thought Mega Man was a kid.
Well, I mean, he's gotta grow up at some point.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, he is a robot, if you want to be really...
Yeah.
So...
Well, isn't Samus a robot, too?
No.
No?
Just been raised on a different planet.
Oh. So a robot and an alien.
Well, she's a human. She was just raised by an alien race.
Oh.
And I'm sure we'll get a lot of posts about that too. Like, no, you're wrong. I don't really care.
Yeah. Oh well.
We're just bullshitting. Get over it.
That new Metroid game came out, and I heard it's horrible.
Which one?
Other M, it's called.
Oh, yeah?
I heard it's horrible. It's ridiculous.
Huh.
Not that I ever got into like the primes or anything like that.
Primes were awesome.
Yeah, oh yeah, they were awesome. I just never had a GameCube or wanted to really play them that much.
If you want to play the Prime games, you got to get the Wii Collector's Edition.
Oh, they have like all three of them or something?
Yeah, they did all three, because Corruption ended up on the Wii, and it uses the Wii's controls, and then they came out with a special edition of Metroid Prime as a with all of them redone with the Wii's controls.
Gotcha.
And it's really awesome, because like your pointer hand moves the cannon around, so...
Okay, well this is a good fight. Sort of.
What, you're dead already?
No, there's this hallway where, like, you can, like, just stay on one side, and basically an enemy, you know, walks to you, and they can only fire, you know, it's only gonna go to a certain distance before the attack locks in where you're standing. So, if you just stand on one side, and then once the enemy shoots its projectile at you, just move to the other, all set. Easy dodging. But they don't usually give that to you. They don't give you freebies. Oh wow. Skype decided to take a dump.
Started doing the crow face paint.
that was it for me.
I feel you on that one. That was ridiculous.
Yeah. I thought it was
coming from somebody that used to worship wrestling, and even I'm saying that shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, it was pretty bad when Lex Luger did it too, but I could still tolerate it. But once Sting did it, it was done.
They used to like beat people up and spray paint NWO on them. So yeah, we had to take a small break, and we started talking about the NWO and various things. And just in case our random commentary off the record doesn't get put on, apparently Vanilla Ice has his own comic. I checked out the new Linkara video, and it's quite frightening. It even includes his movie debut in the Turtles movie, and it leaves off before his Cool as Ice movie debut.
He originated from a Friendly's ice cream shop. He came right out of the vanilla section.
But
there was some glowing shit in there.
But yeah, apparently Vanilla Ice has his own biopic comic book, as Linkara so kindly pointed out. And the sad thing is, in a comic magazine series called Rock and Roll. I don't know who fucked that up, but I hope they're fired for it.
Yeah, it's a very sad comic when it gets to the end, though.
Yeah, because it ends with him talking about how he's going to be in his movie debut, Cool as Ice.
It's sad. It's sad in the beginning.
Cool as Ice is a terrible movie.
It's sad in the beginning, too, because it just starts.
Yeah, well. And after talking about Cool as Ice and making fun of the already destroyed reputation of Vanilla Ice, somehow we started talking about the NWO.
Because those things are connected. Do you remember that episode when the special guest, the Vanilla Ice, came in?
I kind of wish that happened.
Maybe in like the Celebrity Death Match.
Anybody that's listening to this can remember the good old days. Remember when Scott Hall and Kevin Nash started, the Outsiders and the NWO franchise?
Him and his stupid ass toothpick.
Yeah, I like Razor Ramon, man. Scott Hall was awesome. He was one of my favorite wrestlers forever. I used to love Razor Ramon. I got powerbombed, or not powerbombed, but Razor's Edge once, for real. There was this kid in my class. We were in middle school, and he's like, "Oh, I can totally pick Razor's Edge." And I was like, okay. And he did. He picked me up and put me in the Razor's Edge. And then the teacher walked in the room and he freaked out and dropped me.
Oh yeah, we used to Big J. We used to use his trampoline as a wrestling ring.
Oh yeah, that's the best thing to use trampolines for, man.
Yeah.
So now I'm playing Super Empire Strikes Back. Metroid that aggravate me a little bit. So
yeah, he's a switcher.
I had to do a switch games because unlike my good buddy Nick here, I'm not obligated to play one single game from start to finish. But Super Star Wars franchise, a really good set of games, but they are really hard. I'm not one that uses game shark codes or push button codes in anything that I play. I prefer to beat it with my own wits and ability and skill, because I just like to be able to say that I did it. Not against guides and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with passing information around and sharing secrets and tips and stuff like that, but the thought of I get on your sound just because I sat there and I found all the oysters and all the cocaine packages and all that kind of stuff. The reason I mention that is because these games, these Super Star Wars series, is really, really challenging games, and the only way that I was able to beat the first one is to take advantage of a glitch on a stage that you could get 8 or 9 lives and then die, and it would reset the stage and thereby reset the extra guys. And they have a secret like that at the beginning of the second Super Empire Strikes Back. And I'm sure there's mixed opinions upon this, but I don't necessarily consider using a glitch in the game to your advantage, because Lord knows the game will use itself to its advantage any chance it gets.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you can, go for it. I mean, there's nothing that stops you from playing the game legit.
Even if it glitches on you, just fucking take it and take it for what it gives you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I play games for fun, and I play games for entertainment, and I play games for enjoyment, and there's challenge to be had, and I won't say that part of the challenge is the restrictions that it gives you, but sometimes I'm just not in the mood for all that. Sometimes I just want to sit down and play a game and knock it out. And the perfect example for that is the Strike series that I have, where I used life codes for all 3 of them because I just wanted to blow shit up. I didn't give a damn about whether or not I was doing it legit. They're just fun games to fly around in a helicopter and blow shit up in, so... But I think once you get to the point of using push-button codes and password codes and game genies and stuff like that, you're not even really playing the game with invincibility codes and stage select codes and stuff like that. Like, if you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah. Actually, there is a challenge for me in this game still, believe it or not.
I believe it.
Even though I've done everything, the only thing that I actually did have to use cheats on is the last boss. I don't remember ever beating the last boss legit. For some reason, I remember it was ridiculous. Like, nobody I knew who played the game ever could beat it.
I'm sure you get back to it.
Yeah, but... Yeah, well, our motto is always a W is a W.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be pretty, but a win is a win.
Yeah, I'm usually obligated to play one game, but I'm not obligated to get pissed off at it and turn it off occasionally.
You don't have that luxury doing a Let's Play.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
That's alright, wait until I start doing Let's Plays of stuff.
Oh man, well once we duo stuff, that I mean, if we duo this, I mean, it's just gonna be, you know, you guys are just gonna be hearing like curse words like left and right. You know, you're not gonna even be ready for it. It's not gonna be Let's Play anymore. It's just gonna be Let's Curse.
I'll do a Let's Play of Super Star Wars, and we'll see how far that gets.
Cursing 101.
Alright. You goddamn son of a bitch. Alright, this is the last time I get lives, because I actually want to play this game. 58. That sounds like a good amount. If I die 58 times by the end of this game, then...
Something's wrong.
Yeah. Alright. Here we go. You know what this kind of reminds me of, Nick? Like, seriously?
What?
Remember that the Mario crack that New Yorker sounding guy was playing?
Oh yeah, it sounded like Carl.
And he's like, okay, here we go. And then he's like, what the floor? that is
Who put that there?
That is seriously some of the funniest stuff ever.
They actually did a crack of that on ZSNES. They have a Super Mario World Hell Edition.
Yeah.
They have Winter Worlds. And I tried Hell Edition. It's pretty tough.
I bet.
Okay, so basically, I have to go between the centipede and the beginning of the sewer. And the reason I have to do this is because these two battles will not respawn and trigger. I have to go far back enough so that the game doesn't recognize that I've been there before, I guess. So they can respawn. And that's what I'm doing at the moment. So this is even more boring than grinding because I'm just walking back and forth.
You know, I've watched The Empire Strikes Back a lot in my life, and I've watched the special edition, and I don't remember Luke having to fight all this shit just to find out what the fuck crashed into the Earth, the Hoth, I should say. This stage is pretty long, and I have to fight the whole damn Imperial army just to find out that this droid crashed or whatever. Like, there's jumping puzzles and all kinds of shit going on.
Well, that's always the case with any kind of, if it's originally like from a movie, like the game usually doesn't adapt well, or like vice versa if it like originates as a game.
Oh, I know that they're trying to make stages out of the particular scenes in the movie, but it's just something that always makes me laugh, like, no matter what. Like, really? This is what was going on between the cuts and stuff. Luke had to fight all this shit.
Yeah, while what he was really doing was getting coffee, taking a break, getting laid.
Yeah, right? Oh, and this, it's like, friggin' Mega Man and Batman and Ninja Gaiden and all that shit. Like, if you kill a guy and you don't scroll the screen past where you spawn from, they just keep spawning and spawning and spawning.
Yeah. Well, one of the keys that I always did, especially with Ninja Gaiden, was to always use the screen to your advantage. You know? Like, don't even bother killing some guys with your sword. Just you know, slide them off the screen as fast as you can sometimes, because it's not even worth it.
They weren't kidding when they said that this game was like the hardest one in the trilogy. Jesus, this is like the first stage. This reminds me of the Nerd's Terminator 2 review, where he's like, this game isn't necessarily hard, but it just goes on and on and on. Exactly what this stage feels like. The first stage in Empire Strikes Back.
Oh.
It's not necessarily hard. I mean, it's challenging, but the stage itself just keeps going on and on. Like, you're like, okay, it's got to be ending soon. No, it doesn't. It just keeps going.
Alright, hang on a sec.
Alright.
Try not to cut too much, you know. Okay. Centipede time.
I left mine down, so it'll be on mine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yours will be an intake of an outtake of an intake of an outtake.
Oh,
you don't know whether it's in or out. Man, they give you such a small area to fight this centipede. Like, he takes up over half of the area.
Alright, this is it. I'm getting through this stage this time.
Alright, I'm doing pretty good this time.
Maybe that good luck will transfer to me. Bad chance, but hey.
Ooh, downed him. Oh, he splits. Shit. He split into 4. I forgot about this. Just like I forgot about everything with this boss.
No,
except for the boss itself.
That. You're like, oh yeah, this is why I fight the centipede. So you like remembered it the last second, but you pretty much forgot you even fought the centipede here.
Yeah, I knew I fought him, but I didn't exactly know where. Alright, got one part down. It's like sometimes Aya takes so long to finish her 3 shots, like my attack meter goes all the way up and I can attack again by the time she's finished. She's so slow. I mean, I know it's a grenade launcher and all, but jeez. And she is very small in this game. Like she's a toothpick.
Oh my god, there's just... This is like Silver Surfer, man. There's just guys everywhere just shooting shit at you.
Shit everywhere.
It's horrible, man. Oh, that was cheap. Oh, that was fucking gay. I was right on the cliff about to make a jump and some flying dude just came barreling through the stage and knocked me out of my jump into an endless pit. Because it knew I was winning. Fucking game. Damn, is this game relentless? Jesus Christ. I feel like beat this game, I really will be a Jedi. Like that's what this game is. This game is like a crash course in how to be a Jedi.
Yeah. You'll
Yeah, right.
You get a knock on the door by a green alien.
Long in the Force are you beat the Empire Strikes Back.
Strong in the NES, are you?
Like, oh, you use the extra guys in the beginning of the game. You don't get it. Like, fuck you guys, I beat it.
Okay, I beat him.
Oh,
I think I
son
only,
of a bitch,
yeah, I pretty much
did it
just fucking
again.
wasted my time with all that grinding.
God damn.
So I pretty much just wasted all my fucking time with that grind and getting those items. Because how many medicines did I use? 2. I had like 5 of them already. Okay, now I'm on a bridge. I don't remember what bridge this is. It could be a lot. There's many bridges here in New York.
Have you found your house in the game yet?
No, that would be in Queens because that's way the fuck over. We're still in the city.
Right.
We just came out of Chinatown, which is like downtown, like Soho and all that. Well, I don't know what train station it was, but it did say Brooklyn Bridge, so it could be a number of them. Okay, now we're going to the museum. I knew we were going there eventually, but I didn't know when. Okay. Is that all? Insert disc 2, okay. Alright, hold on.